This is a story about some people many of us feel we know intimately. We've shared their sorrows and happiness, felt their emotions of love and hate, and lived with them in the world of make-believe. So this feeling of kinship is only natural. Yet actually we do not know them at all. And that's the purpose of our story, which is about the real lives of the people of our town. Now, our town is pretty much like lots of other towns in the USA. It has big homes and little homes, supermarkets and super drugs, and cocktail lounges where the kids like to congregate after school.
Are we on yet? Are we on? Hey kids, it's me, Mike Benson, live from Bushville, upstate, here with your favorite primetime entertainment. You know how we get at it. Got something real special planned for y'all tonight, so sit back, take it deep, and learn this one. For all you beep with it, bitches, with something get on your mind that shattered all your wishes. Appearing fine with smooth lines, just like Marvin. Met up at the bar, I made an introduction. Hello, Mike, nice to meet you. Dropped the line, she laughed, blew me off, rolled her eyes like there was no class. Dared to ask if I'd purchase her another round. As she chugged the first one down, slipped in how she liked it on the rocks. I'm rounding up the bartender, receiving my order, show my gold card member, sitting there licking her lips, needing a tip, flip the dime in a wink. Peace, that was it. Then resume conversation after a sip of this potion. An aphrodisiac, setting chemistry in motion. A daily combination like H to the O, but more deadly is the foe than just having a stroke. Rolling up to the bar, objectives get smashed, throwing shots back. Something special on tap, setting them up, sucking them down fast. All on me, plenty of cream flowing. Plus got the greens growing, presidential type power I'm holding. Got the pride full of domestic affairs, all in the fam, notice the truth so scared. I grinding all up the beans, hot like some caffeine. It's getting harder to keep down the wax scheme. Basslines booming, keeps in touch with the muscle, hustle for the passion. Songs steaming, yo, the buzz will vibrate is shaking you. Take that off, see you pumping out, drenched in sweat. Keep digging off, hooker, digging the way you looking. Topless with the ass shook and splash. That sounds like ice rocking against glass on your bitch ass. Quick, fast, we splitting out the back door. Straight to the pad for the Luther Mac Maxi single. She needed bad blood, rain on the dental work. Had her calling up dad. This is madness. Objectives get smashed, throwing shots back. Something special on tap, setting them up, sucking them down fast. All on me, plenty of cream flowing. Plus got the greens growing, presidential type power I'm holding. Got the pride full of domestic affairs, all in the fam, notice the truth so scared. This dancing around shit, it's time to relax. Kick back off a Jack and Coke, off of the ass, it's like a drunken state. Screwed up in the punch, devil springs out the hot seat, hallucinating a bunch. Where the head is, girl? Got no respect for yourself, thinking I'ma play this girl with my high intel. Slip this from the driving well, at the input she just exited out as if it never popped up. Back hurting, sitting straight up. Another Jack Rocks barkeeper mixing it up. So drink, I'm picking up. You leaving standing at the stool, stuck up from being stuck up. Wake the fuck up, bitch. Opening the mind, wipe off the dust. Yeah, yo, it's happy hour. Just let me change up your atmosphere, yeah. I'ma help you breathe better, bitch. Stuck in some deep shit, yo. Let me loosen this shit up, then I'ma come with the real raw rugged approach that'll have all of y'all coming back for more. Know what I'm saying? You fucking fiends. disturbing. I can't put it into wording. Trees that's blazed up, looking like bones from that. Leave, falling, how could I miss the calling? Should've set an alarm, just kept sleeping now. Crawling in the remains, eyes red, bawling, the tears flow like hussing to the sea. In tidal waves and crashes on the beach. Tornado, ripping through the streets, as much damage as a missile that's seeking some heat. Begun clogged in the gutters, which initiate the flooding, overflowing. Shocking as electric lines shorted out the power. Immediately following the surge, it's absurd what I'm observing. I can't speak a word. From the knees to the ground, I'm standing in the clouds. God, no, it's a dense fog. I got myself in thick. It's starting to rain, dog, and cats dust blowing so fierce. Be covering the eyes with hand in hurricane. It's hard to breathe, but still able to walk. Feels like an empty gut punch, yo, and I got a hunch that this'll all blow over eventually. What I give it tops a century. This could potentially grow like a new civilization from the earth as the sunflowers from what season? Then dwindle and fall for this reason. Just to keep pleasing, begging for another chance. Like you put it all in a long shot and got busted. The reaction comparable to a volcano erupting. The lava ran down the hillside and deep in the valley and kept destroying everything in its path. Revelation shows destruction of the nation. Gotta stay patient, even with what you've heard on earth vacant. Don't be mistaken, you'll learn from this scripture, cause my words is worth 1,000 pictures. Cop in a New York neck that was passed from a flame to the home of the Braves the Indians once claimed. A former draft dodger met a Texan Ranger, formerly an oiler. By the Rocket he came to be known for the way the Chiefs pitching the arrowhead. Charger in the heart like the upset giant. A close one that came down to the line but couldn't hide. Even at Miami's heat on his side. Set up the net so the Patriots captured the crown. Remain kings, yeah, just like Dawn. How they get down? The Expo contracting the Twins with the Jets. Taking the East by surprise, worse than 76. Talks are breaking out the Senators, kid. These the tricks of the Globetrotters. Some of their greatest hits, it's like the Blues, you all smack dab on the head. A grizzly crime ran from behind like a crash with a Jaguar. To protect the Cubs, protract claws and scratch. Acts of a 49er, devil rays stinging like the Yellow Jackets. The impact is like that with the Trailblazers, where they did it as skins, fuck them up and win. Raving like that, make an exit like the Brown, or it'll be right back. The time's running out, gotta regain composure, keep it focused on the fire like a frontline soldier in a hard-fought battle for soul control of the crime. This how we get down to business. Scores like all tied up with the game on the line. Step back with the breath check, coach for the sign. Busting through in the clutch with it come from behind. You better step up your deep, bro. That's the bottom line. Got a diamond back at the bite with the jaws like a great white shark. Tension tightens like a tug of war. Wars a crimson tide on the rise like the sun over Phoenix. Royal beating from the devil who disguised as an angel. Rises from the dust, disgust how it go high inside and bust. Blowing as the canes do, this all about Bill's bust. Seeing stars as the Raiders jump off sides and rush. Cross the foul line and stump, throw a flag, motherfucker. Tossing the cat in the box like Tiger in a cage for line. Felt the shock supersonic as the timber wolves. Hearing the high-pitched scream from the crowd like, know what I mean? The Packers bear the evidence like a chalk outline. Colts and Manning, the shotgun, it's about time out. Bullets are whizzing, be like Mike online. Bound to be some ass whooping in here. I got a heart, bitches. Be prepared for the comeback retaliation. The former giant went behind the back, front of the nation. It's like a broken record. Keep repeating the ball, motherfucker. 86, that shit slip between the legs, and I ain't even see that bitch. They swarming like the Hornets, suffocating like the Avalanche. Cowboys spur the 6-shooter. Shots will make you dance, pumping like I'm fisting. Plus I'm sick of the jazz.
And a ground ball, trickling. It is a fair ball. Gets by Buckner. Rounding third night. They win. Unbelievable.
Time's running out, gotta regain composure. Keeping focus on the fire like a frontline soldier in a hard-fought battle for soul control of the crowd. That's how we get down to business. Scores like all tied up with the game on the line. Step back with the breath check, coach for the sign. Busting through in the clutch with it come from behind. You better step up your deep, bro. That's the bottom line. Time's running out, gotta regain composure. Keeping focus on the fire like a frontline soldier in a hard-fought battle for soul control of the crowd. That's how we get down to business. Scores like all tied up with the game on the line. Step back with the breath check, coach for the sign. Busting through in the clutch with it come from behind. You better step up your deep, bro. That's the bottom line. He's losing control of his head. Reality is slipping from his grasp. If you could see inside, you see this killer on the rise. Be careful, he just might like stab you dead. Push the buttons and yo, he'll self-destruct. Dangerous as Dahmer eats at you. Now you fucked. Keep messing with them, I like that. A burst of anger more vicious than the pit attack. In a shocking invasion, dropping loads, explodes, he just cracked.
Explain this, you son of a bitch. Oh my God. You know what the penalty for animal cruelty is in this state?
No, sir, I don't.
Well, it's probably pretty stiff.
Yo, what the fuck? There's been a shooting in the bush. Bitch got wet up. A gruesome scene, period. Blood and guts splattered everywhere. Young one mixed up. This is nuts. The heat can't be explaining reasons for the stick up. Got the body on our hands, spread out in the street. Lick shots on the beat, making the brain feel weak. Pain's unique. Have you all choked up? You can't speak with an odor more disturbing than this uncleansed feet. And the dirty asshole left shit stained from their meat. And where the wiping occurred is brick, red concrete, yo. Somebody get a rag over here and clean this mess up. Disgust the suspect, might as well just fess up, cause it's tougher to escape than the rock. Once you break through the wall and swim through the ice cold sea, avoiding shock. The Bushmen be standing there, waiting for you pussies to act hard, trying to come into this town with the beat. You know how it goes down. I know you hiding something, you little pussy bitch. I'm digging through your pants for them filthy secrets, searching through your dark hallway like a private eye used forensics to determine if this is the guy who left the prints on the murder weapon. Scraping skin under the nail which Ben tested. It was conclusive, started stressing the abusive nature, sensed it from the victim. Managed to gather enough evidence to convict him with like a warrant just bust inside. Cuffed at the wrist and the back, bent at the waist, but I couldn't resist slapping the butt of the gun to the bitch head till unconscious. Tossed it in the back for the ride downtown. Mission accomplished. Punishment could be a life sentence, lethal injections. Electrocution, charged for storing and the distribution. Case been proven, gotta pay for your crimes, people. What about it's confusing? Met a girl that you tried to date for like a year, been trying to rip it. She like, hold up, wait, want a pound so bad, gotta grip it like a shovel. And with every stroke, you digging deeper through the rubble while you keep cutting the dirt, tossing it aside. Look how it keeps radiating all along the countryside, planting the seed. Right where the foliage rise, the sun shines as it rains, and they combine to get a rise like the delta, flooding inside of the shore and keep drowning the roof so it dies. To like, drain this shit, yo, I could rescue some lives, I'm thinking. Now just let the photosynthesize something special that'll make me feel more alive than a breath of fresh air was springing up outside to hold by the fire, so warm to my heart. Not even those hoes that digging could tear us apart. I stay planted in the earth as the birth start kindling with spark. Know it would work, cause when she's gone I hurt. My sky like a signal smoking, flowing so serene, visuals to my dream. Lucid lies of love being bought and sold. Downfall of man, unfold and retold. A message course cream, thick white smoke screen. Inhale deeply, got the bronchial burning. Bumping beats, Odyssey, the 45's turning. Spinning lethal love and the sun's still searing. She want me to be the one taking care, pleading for my dick and cause her daddy wasn't there. He went down, broke down, got the fuck out of town. Fused the wrong atoms of the nuclear family. A trick-or-treating old man, a little girl candy. Who the devil be? Can you see who the devil be? Now she wanting me to set her soul free. Pay attention to the skins and erase the past. I mentioned it begins with my blood in the gas. Got a brain focusing on the front and physical. Day by day she behaved horrific, typical. Creeping through the sky, shading some other guy. Now it's nose to the stone, feeling the extreme. Let him went to real, sunshine a dream. Got my ego in check, just a lesson learned. Evidence of the wreck and my skin still burns.
Eyes yearn for her attention, others mention, still no comprehension. Tension in the neck, getting caught in the net. Reeled in with my bass by a master, the spellcaster. Being placed by Miss Merlin, the drink swirling with scotch and ice queen. I scream, Venus at my fly trap. At half mast I choose, it's the hook on my rod or not.
The lipstick, eyeliner black, trapped in baby brown, hear a sound like smacking all the lip, like a lick, numb from the tip of the tongue to the hip, drip to the feet, breaking out the bone structure, focus going in and out like taking shots to the mouth. I wanna shout out, give you my soul as much ice as the pole when in your presence, honey melting like snow, blistering hot, check the head of the hot temp is sick. Excuse me, love, you're my permanent fix. When shit's mixed up, you make me feel like popping a bottle of Chris and celebrating all night. Fuck sleeping, fuck waking up, a vamp, pounding the Bloody Mary. She said it was the first time, then said it was the worst line. Came without rapping, still busted up the pussy. Getting pushy, trying to force me to come and throw shots. Thought it shook me, should've listened to God when he said, this ain't no rookie, yo, a veteran that flows game. More upset than a manic, depressive mind frame is dug in. Demon, these bitches all the same. got you hooked on the lines I was fishing in the sea. The cat that displays a scratch that's scarring, infecting the cup with the dirt is marring like sharing needles to tattoo on track. Mike Benson, get biz, leave his mark on your mouth. Keep singing along, catch it like the plague, associating with rats now. Things gonna change from the moment I discharged from the bush as a milky white substance, pumping and pushing. The sound was gushing and swooshing, something like talking to storage. And keep stepping forward, toe with yo, reroll with the cheese. Amazed by direction and lengths believe that you're willing to go to get this.
Yo, fuck that. That motherfucker's off the guest list. Matter of fact, don't even let that sexist motherfucker
say
in.
What, bitch? Treating you exactly the same as the next kid. All equal exceptions accepted. Cool since collected from this investment. I got to enrich, start living life right. Stop with this pussy shit. Stand up and fight. If you're fucked up like me to a higher degree, keep blazing them up. Stay blazing them up. Amazing or what, yo? That's church. Ew, motherfucker, Sean knows what's up. Got you so fucked up, it's out of control. Feeling all kinds of pussy lounging deep in a hole. It's time to turn shit around. Yeah, put your ass up like an air jack. The walls come crumbling down. Pack it like a pipe. Yo, I got a fat one packed over here. Let's start smoking it. Don't choke on it. I got some more in my jeans too. I just swing it out like a serpent, leaving a lot of slime cross the highway and certainly drive through this traffic. Coming off the exit, drift through the canyon by the wood. It said they're being chopped to the stump. Over the hill like a hump, with a pump on the gas for the pressure to jump. The highest speed, give a arm like smack in the ass while I'm fucking you up. Pull the head back by the hair of the pussy. What knows it's tripping from the potency of the punch. And what, you can't breathe now? I can see how blowing like the head out the open. We're down, yo, it's in now. Roll them up, the heat be blazing in the truck. Skin red like the raw steak about to bake up. Steaks like I made it right after I wake up. For some reason seem the healthy hobby to take up. I understand, pulling the card, putting a strawberry in the sleeve, trading the goodness like you better keep the balls hidden so they can't see the signs that's given. Got you so fucked up, it's out of control. Feeling all kinds of pussy lounging deep in a hole. It's time to turn shit around. Start flipping it. The walls come crumbling down. It's that hard hit shit. Got you so fucked up, it's out of control. Feeling all kinds of pussy lounging deep in a hole. It's time to turn shit around. Leaving you fucked just like an old hook. The walls come crumbling down. Feel the heat from the pressure cooker. Got you so fucked up, it's out of control. Feeling all kinds of pussy lounging deep in a hole. It's time to turn shit around. Like an air jack. The walls come crumbling down. Pack it like a pipe in the arm bag.
That's them motherfuckers right there. Hey y'all motherfuckers. Yeah, you bitches. The fuck you think you all fucking with my shit? Think you gonna get away with it without some kind of retaliation? Nah, it ain't like that. Coming in my house, think you gonna bust shit up with some pussy shit. Fucking with mine, that shit's out of line. I'll put you down and take your asses straight.
Well, I'm at the doorstep. Keep moving, dick. No, it's a bitch. Just say fuck that shit. You better get your grips now, for it's a bottomless pit. Keep falling into darkness and never hit. This is some clever shit. Don't ever quit. Keep killing the brain like the acid rain. Streaming on the palate. Got you going insane. And this is how you been trained. Ingrained like the brand name on your jeans. The same thing as the bang bang shot at the scene. Gonna zoom in on the ass. Lick while pointing through the screen. That's X-rated. Target audience between 7 and the 6'3". Like to get to work early, come back late. I'm only dealing with the fine girlie, so come see me if I'm in your line. Your teeth clenched tightly, you're fixed in the grind. Sneaking from behind, start weakening the mind. Seeping through the pores, I'm coasting in the shore. In fact, I dropped anchor at the seafloor. Start blowing this shit up like it's C4G.
A big, big tree. We are a small ready to cut you down. Sharpen to cut you down.
Yeah, tell them how we do it, BC. Nobody said I'd see days like these. Strange days indeed. So I'ma tend to my spiritual needs. I'm giving thanks for that Bushman blessing. Our crew is tight, You're just messing around cause you found my track from 9 to 5. You can't believe I was bringing it live. And how the hell did I keep that focus? Rocking the mic, I'm gonna stroke this. Yeah, sweetie, caress my ego. You fall behind, say which way did he go? Cause I can tell you been following. When what I sell you been swallowing. Getting every last drop of these nutrients. Nurturing your soul, correcting deviance. Rejuvenating ancient art form. Heighten, rise above the norm. Looking in your eyes, see your fiend and wealth. But son, I do this for my soul and I do it for my health. This ain't about an image, motherfucker, break the mirror. Dangerous to your life like a poison tip spear. As I appear with the heat of the rising sun. Solar system spark and unite to one. Drum beat driving militant forces towards the Bushman chest lyrical reward. Gonna rock into water with a reggae stick. Natural mystic got me fully equipped to rip live and often. The Delateo, oh, I got you lost in.
If you are a big, big tree, we are a small act. Ready to cut you down. Sharpen to cut you down, 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 down,
much that things have changed up in such a short time frame, love. So strange what I'm witnessing here. The creation of man through chemistry. The combination causing fear, more fierce than being cornered by a viper. Flipping out, a lightning fast crash in a flash. Gripping down by the feet to break. But it's too late to take a turn around with a blast like God gassed up in a match that's burning down the whole complex. Taking it out of context, caused the poison in the bite to clump when mixed with blood that just wasn't there tight to right the wrong for the final strike. Electric enough to shock you into life, got the heart pumping, may have created something like a monster head. The stories of horror remained inside of folks for all the years. The creator tried to make it clear to steer away from the danger that's lying like the snake at any turn. Yeah, but still the ignorant fled out alone and raised up the concerned. To come up with an elaborate equation to determine the exact point in time of the creation. Almost certain it was working when inserting your formula to the problem. The combination gave birth to that. Old theories dissolving and changed it to a solid form. Now that everyone could see this, God was gone. Just like the Father abandoned Earth is strong. Expand the universe for the sun, a big bang, and poof, won't be long. Like out of the mix, molding a copy of this to keep shit in sequence. I ain't convinced I can prove my side, cause I got a guilty conscience, a penalty of death. If convicted, it's life. The fate ain't as clear cut as the blackness or the white, day or the night, darkness or light, but still precise as using carbon to trace the lines to originate the place, date, and time like the T-Rex egg. I'm telling time how the sun sets it and how it rises on the third. You can't decipher how long they continued or what occurred. Can't see it when it's in you, but it feels like you yearn.
To a nation still recovering from the murders of John F. Kennedy and Martin Luther King Jr., the assassination was shocking, unbelievable. The only reassurance was that it was an open and shut case. The lone gunman was caught. But that simple conclusion ignored a mass of conflicting evidence. Conflicting evidence.
Prepare for war. Stop stacking the missiles, pistols, official. Prepare for war. High ranks, loaded tanks, shit done sank. Prepare for war. Digging in the trenches, capping oil defenses. Prepare for war. We start bombing at your front door.
Number 9, get inside your mind, hit you like the moonshine. Puking till you're blind, blacked out, killing, tripping like a villain. The blood spilling, that area scaring you, you're not chilling. Frozen in the subdivision of a second. Learn your lesson, caught guessing without an answer. You saw the dancer through the window. Sniper rifle scope, no hope. One shot entered her throat, disrupting her vertebrae. She's gonna die today without delay. Break the weapon down and put it away. Stored in a briefcase. You flee the murder scene, slip in between the cracks of naive society. Not even nervous as you start your truck quietly and drive away. You got to plan out the agenda for the next day. Destroy the evidence, no suspense if you're questioned. I fall like shadows moving undetected. Number 9.
Hold up, motherfucker. What? I'm gonna bury your motherfucking ass. Get him. Call me crazy? I'm gonna show you motherfucking crazy. Get down, motherfucker. Fresh ink on the page, locked up in the cage, never settling, for the dreams ending. Never found a murder weapon, tossed in the casket, sprayed with bones. Just found out I'll never get home. I used to have a little bit of jungle fever, now I just got a fever. Why am I always the receiver of so much pain? These motherfuckers round here take me to the limit. I can't be sane. The legal parameters got me stuck in the box like an amateur on fight night with no gloves. Motherfucker around here show me no love. Contemplate death, suicide, take the last breath, hold my head up high. Someday I'll get a piece of the pie and stop struggling. Keep the Bushmen rumbling. Prepare for war. Stop stacking the missiles, pistols, it's official. Prepare for war. High ranks, loaded tanks, shit done sank. Prepare for war. Digging in the trenches, capping oil defenses. Prepare for war. Start bombing at your front door.
Fuse was too short, he exploded on the scene. What are you, peaches and cream or steak, potatoes and gravy? Display me in the front section with the good view snuck in. Undetected with the right crew, keeping you in check with what we got left, bitch. Underground assassins taking all the action. The lights now shining in the people's direction. Passing the ecological test, the world's a mess. All this mental elevation, you got the use stressed. If it's useless, I wanna use this time to say you fucking up. Turn the lights off, Bober's last day, stuck 'em up, stepping off the podium. Everybody lick a shot, you don't need to know. Everybody lick a shot, you don't need to know. Everybody lick a shot, you don't need to know. Flew open like a hitter in a slump. Crowd spins the pump, ready to jump with the heater. Eye on the target, a hard, quick beater. Outside the corner, just drop to the knees. Freeze, it's a squeeze, start buckling. Lay one down, I hold on the knuckle and break. Watch as it flies right by the face. We could have a chase back to the base, getting run down like the old factory worker out of breath from letting asbestos into the juggler. Feel nerves just like the first time you run with the slide to safety or run out. The crowd rise, gas like it's the last one of all time. One shot to grasp the grand prize in line with a rush as he crush up those that try to catch my thinking right. Switch direction, flip back and left, flip back and left. Hold the crown, just get down and pound the chest. Take a breath, sink in the moment. Missing the catch, probably safe. Yeah, I made the catch straight, holding the rock. Tagged out in the box, it's too late. Prepare for war. Stop stacking the missiles, pistols, it's official. Prepare for war. High ranks, loaded tanks, shit done sank. Prepare for war. Digging in the trenches, capping oil defenses. Prepare for war. We start bombing at your front door. Yo, pass that Henny, motherfucker. Yo, this party's flying. No doubt, motherfucker. Yeah, yo, look at that bitch's ass. Oh my lord, that shit like
Hey! Hold up, hit this shit, son. Oh, I got that. That bitch is titties, son. She got that tight ass. Oh, man. Damn, son. You know I hit that. Yeah, right. Motherfucker, I be hitting that on the low since fucking back in 94. Like George, like, motherfucker, you got game like.
Matter of fact, hold up, son. Yo, see that bitch over there?
Yeah, I
She's been
see
looking
that
at
bitch.
you all night.
Yeah.
Why don't you hit her off with that Bushman one too, son? You got game like that.
Alright, I got her. Yeah, fuck you.
Yo, baby girl, check this out. Come here, hit this fucking blower.
Yo, watch my boy. Yo, we taking that bitch in the back room, son. Yo, hit this baby girl. Yo, Chevy, you back already? Motherfucker, that bitch wanted me to fucking She's crazy.
Yeah, right, son. You ain't got no game, son. That's what it is.
Yo, fuck you, motherfucker. I got so much game, people be fucking asking me for fucking directions and shit, motherfucker. Motherfucker, give me that fucking blunt, bitch. I didn't say you could hit that. You didn't throw down, ho. Yeah, you, ho. Yeah, that bitch was nasty anyway, motherfucker. She had some ratty ass hair, bloody ass teeth and shit. Looked like somebody been all night, you know?
Yup, let me start from the beginning. Got me out to the bars, dancing with hundreds of women straight pimping. Like, yo, my game's so tight, and only a few knew about this Pappy Le Pew type dude who's smooth with each line, sing it in my rhymes. Like a late night paper chase, keep a concealed case, erase our status from the club. For that quick rubber duck, honey type mad love, show you stuff. Yeah, it got those panties wet, and it made the heart sweat. Yo, I couldn't regret, she straight on my dick, and baby girl, she started working it, clenching my teeth. No need to speak, I couldn't see, but wifey was standing right there watching me.
I just saw my man kissing his ex-girlfriend.
Listen up, sweetie, this shit's for real. Beating at the head repeatedly, this is the deal. Something you should know, not just something you feel. Show a lot of love, make you work it out. Sticking the ass out in the grind, shit's illegal and I need to take a bite at a crime. The next cut's the only thing on the mind. Come spitting lines prematurely.
Did she have custody?
Yeah, got picked off on possession.
Was it only one charge?
Nah, plus she holding like a lethal weapon. Snaking my cream like stealing my seeds from the jewels in the ride to the bush like the weed.
Yo, I need that shit to succeed. Live my life in security, like the dice with maturity. Thought straight,
bust it up like an uppercut with the shit. At the split like having chapped lips, been bone dry like a year. You
quickly busted to your knees, girl. It's a disease, girl. You got like three, saw it through radio frequency. And it's a disgrace, get out of my face. The scent and taste of a hole on the bathroom floor.
Busted like wet at the cheeks, bend an ass, girl. You know exactly how I feel about this subject, like you busted me. Pointing the finger while all this time you were the one that started all of these matters of distrust and fucking. Listen up, sweetie, this shit's for real. Beating at the head repeatedly, this is the deal. Something you should know, not just something you feel. Show a lot of love, make you work it out. Sticking the ass out in the grind, shit's illegal and I need to take a bite at a crime. The next cut's the only thing on the mind. Come spitting lines prematurely busted. We breaking up like singular one, getting shots of static. Fucking bitch, I can't hear shit. Just crack at the attic. Oh yeah, asking me what's the problem, like you don't know. I take a stab at it, wiggle round the sticks like magic. Craving to absorb a signal, feel it tingle by the air in a soft whisper. Phew, close, a soft breeze by the head with the tongue tickling. Tell me, bitch, which way you going, out or in? It sounds like we're in a fucking tailspin, gonna crash. The pilot has lost connection with the ground, coming fast, closer and closer. Is this the end? One more shot at the last second. Got busted, caught off guard, and like a thief in the night, pulled the cards like cream from this bullshit. Got you lying there, penetrating the brain inside of you. See the bleeding hair, more fatal than cancer, and it ain't clear what's the cause, but there's fear that it's no cure to pause the growth. Lines split like taking a rip at the center. It's some explosive shit. Natural gliding on the track through a dark tunnel. A mystery was held inside, just a dim light to see. Hope enough to be free, bust loose and coming out the opposite side. So natural gliding on the track through a dark tunnel. A mystery was held inside, just a dim light to see. Hope enough to be free, bust loose and coming out the opposite side. The vision first came to me in the form of a dream, walking with the clouds like seemed to be almost transparent. Yeah, I can see right through the night moves, bright too like the street light at a dark dead end, a clue to where the head is, revealing what's to come from, continuing this journey like eternal burning, doing like the axis, the earth stopped turning for the time stand still, a paralyzing picture, results can kill, overcome by the thrill that fills the body with numbness, so real, feels like the death of the father. I kneel begging forgiveness for these sins been committed. It's so easy for the devil to trick us into mistrust. A big gust of wind is like blowing dust in my face. I can't see anything clearly anymore, yo, I'm lost. I'll do whatever it takes at any cost to restructure the building, dedicate my life to the healing of this sickness. It's killing the kids quick, picks up the earth splitting, deadly storm stripping people of their homes. Angel said the only chance was to listen. Natural gliding on the track through a dark tunnel. A mystery was held inside, just a dim light to see. Hope enough to be free, bust loose and coming out the opposite side. So natural gliding on the track through a dark tunnel. A mystery was held inside, just a dim light to see. Hope enough to be free, bust loose and coming out the opposite side. I'm giving you my complete and total attention. I know we can save ourselves if we really put forth some effort. If we want it bad enough, we can have all the treasures. Change the flow of the river, crumble rocks with the mind like I'm creating a passage to pass the time. A plan by design that's structured as a line. It's defined as having no end to the rhyme. What's the reason we combine just like salt and water? Diluting the solution so fast like it seemingly never existed, but you missed it. Take much more than half now. Look at the statistics of this shit, it's sickening. A biological virus that's airborne, claiming so many lives. I'm being grave about the rip, gripping the fist, hard hitting is this. I'm being truthful here. Give me just one more chance to make it up to you. Got faith enough for two that we can take it through these turbulent times forever. In my heart there'll be a place for you. So natural gliding on the track through a dark tunnel. A mystery was held inside, just a dim light to see. Hope enough to be free, bust loose and coming out the opposite side. So natural gliding on the track through a dark tunnel. A mystery was held inside, just a dim light to see. Hope enough to be free, bust loose and coming out the opposite side. So natural gliding on the track through a dark tunnel. A mystery was held inside, just a dim light to see. Hope enough to be free, bust loose and coming out the opposite side. So natural gliding on the track through a dark tunnel. A mystery was held inside, just a dim light to see. Hope enough to be free, bust loose and coming out the opposite side. we flew up into outer space, left a trace. Conspiracy arrived, it opened up my eyes, challenged all the lies, left with no surprise. Started cloning my wives, cloning our lives. It holds me down to stay original. I play the fast shit with the simple physical, dipping through your group like ocean view. Start digging for a clue. We forever eating food, recreationally. Token in the 20s became infectious. So the Great Depression hoax was blaming immigrated folks for the marijuana smoke when we used it for rope on the sailboats. Then created that Federal Bureau, which uniformly acted state to state to throw up the tax act. Let's start addressing what? Illegal possession, a challenge for the courts. With the Guardian report, World War II imports, a parachute cord. When materials were scarce, weighed on the Boggs Act. Jail time was 2 to 10 years. Yo, don't forget about the war-torn veteran who sacrificed life for this spot we settle in. Cause if it wasn't for him, we'd probably be slaves, smoked out of our camp to the grave, still smoking, charred, blackened, dead skin, well done, been burned by this force, more powerful than men. Here comes protection with revolver in his hand, gestures goodwill. Always map a plan to a pleasure-filled treasure. See attempts to attack the transgressor from the North Port. Be the aggressor, all sure got the problem surrounded. The forces that grounded, rolling like a dark cloud, and thunder is sounding with the impact of a nuclear explosion, storming like Norman. Bass like holding your fate in your face, been chosen to lead the way like a star to a wise man, holding hand clenched tight as the prey on your last day, holding damn, shivering and rattling teeth. Release the spray like a sneeze and reverse the technique. Use trickery. This be the way of the weak. Numbers is weakened. Just might attack while you sleep in school by teaching to be free, not necessarily
the Bushmen report for war.
Breaking down your defenses. Hear the shots from the cannons roar. Motherfuckers, we taking out everybody. The mission is to seek and destroy. This is the Bushmen, rough state, tough state. Surrounding as each unit's deployed. Protect yourself, prepare for the invasion. Then we flew up into outer space, left a trace. Conspiracy arrived, it opened up my eyes, challenged all the lives, left with no surprise. Started cloning my wives, cloning our lives. It holds me down to stay original. I play the fast shit with the simple physical, dipping through your group like ocean view. Start digging for a clue. We forever eating food. Oh, God, you look absolutely amazing. Turn around, let me get a closer look at you. Oh, so delicious, just wanna dive face in and start biting. Hungering for the smile, bright, wide-eyed, beautiful vision in front of me. Cause, sweetheart, you're like the only one for me, and I mean that from the bottom of the heart for sure. Feeling the void in the soul, the true meaning of life for me. Without you, it's like I couldn't exist.
No matter how it's received, yes, soul, I breathe you, light up my life. Relieve the stress and pain that I maintain, preserving inner peace. Just seeing this crystal clear as I hold you here. The fire still burns so bright. Wrap tightly and say, honey, take it to the head, loving even till the time of my
Sometimes I just can't help but stare in the amazement at your honey and disbelief. There's something so stunning I've engaged with is actually mine for keeps. What have I done to deserve this precious gift that seems so out of my reach? As close to perfection as you'll get. Remind me of a sunset and fall. Best of all, just like a rose without the thorns, sent to weaken the body. The heat from the hottie which disables the arms. Overcome by this feeling so calm, it's like a baby being held by his mom sleeping. Formed a bond that can never be broken with God. Giving my life for you, yeah, that's how much I'm loving it. It's hard in the covenant, but no matter how rough it gets, be toughing it out. Never enough of this, even if a stream flows through the red. We staying attached at the bridge, this for the kids now.
Now it's received, yes, all I breathe, you light up my
The
life.
only one I'm rolling with.
The stress and pain that I maintain, preserving inner peace. Just seeing this crystal clear as I hold you here. The fire still burns so bright.
So late.
Wrapped tightly and said, honey, take it to the head, loving even till the time of my
Everything I'm saying sincere. I'd like to keep everything clear from the beginning to the end and need to hold you right near me. Here we stand holding hands like young lovers, gazing deep into the pupils, open wider than the night sky, and like star-crossed too full as the figure high. This is do or die, no surprises like I'm fly. Feet'll never be touching the ground. Romance you at the first touch of the lips, felt the tingle, silence the sounds like when there's no one around. My every need fulfilled, got my emotions spilling. I'm willing to change. While you lead me to paradise, I'll arrange my priorities, placing you first in front of all. Make me forget about every single problem like my best bud. This some intense stuff, blazing as the red sun, always in my head while I'm molding my future path. Leading opposite in the cast with the flick of my past like a light switch. This the last and the first genuine love of my life. This could be lasting for eternity. And for real, love can learn to be a leading man like a prince and rule the land.
How it's received, yes, all I breathe, you light up my
Telling
life.
you how I feel.
The stress and pain that I maintain, preserving inner peace. Just seeing this crystal clear as I hold you here. The fire still burns so bright. Wrapped tightly and said, honey, take it to the head, loving even till the time of my life. How it's received, yes, all I breathe, you light up my life.
I'm being blunt,
The
girl.
stress and pain that I maintain, preserving inner peace. Just seeing this crystal clear as I hold you here. The fire still burns so bright.
This is my love
Wrapped
joint.
tightly and said, honey, take it to the head, loving even till the time of my demise.
Getting up early, I dip in the tub, brushing all the dentals and spit off the tongue. Tastes so refreshing, yeah. Ho, ho, off to work I go. Life shorter than a dwarf and it melts like snow. Just taking advantage of my time. Just dig, dig, chipping away, sweating the display all throughout the day. As sun's rotating, simply freeze up the mind. Got the deep concentration, consuming ahead, giving my all to support, pushing forward till I'm dead. Working the ass from the cradle to the grave from which I raised, clocking out and return home to rest for the birth of a brand new day. Dig deep into the cavern, picking at the rock, another shock, another chip off the old block. Just keep repeating and going through the motions. Lock up in the legs, just use this key to open. It'll unlock the finest treasure. Poking it gives you extra pop when you're swinging the wood. Be like, damn, can really hit that good? You like bonds to the handle, connect with a splash mount in the wax and jack back like the hammer to prop the nail back in. Now the split at the surface, flip it and keep digging at the crack. Holy crap, what's that shit? A speck of white light started coming through a hole in the wall, so I put my face to it. G-spotting some new shit. Before this discovery, we were clueless. Who knew, kid? Never even thought about it, just kept drilling. Till I'm feeling the heat of the core. I love working, it keeps me straight, so I work and I work some more. Got the fam to support now, even though I'm sore. Feeling benefit like slipping through heaven's door. Listen to the prophet and cash in. Use the head, yo, be careful, this could all come crashing down. Cave in, what happened? From raw material, it's unwrapping.
Found my hammer at an early age, nails so pretty, like to engage and touch all your buttons while I work like a slave and find myself shoveling so I can bury the remains. Hold it there, I got to make sure the back door opens. Oh, that shit's locked up, I got a tool for that. I can still see the shit through the cracks. I got a door jack, drilling to find the surface. Nervous, it's gonna explode. I saw this on TV once, but that shit was old. Construction is critical, make sure all ends are level. Bang, bang, bang my hammer on a swivel. Oh, she's glistening now. With the same respect, it's over now. Go home and spend my whole fucking check and check that ass, babe. Fuck that ass.
Getting up early, I dip in the tub, brushing all the dentals and spit off the tongue. Tastes so refreshing, yeah. Ho, ho, off to work I go. Life shorter than a dwarf and it melts like snow. Just taking advantage of my time. Just dig, dig, chipping away, sweating the display all throughout the day. As sun's rotating, simply freeze up the mind. Got the deep concentration, consuming ahead, giving my all to support, pushing forward till I'm dead. Working the ass from the cradle to the grave from which I raise. Clocking out and return home to rest for the birth of a brand new day. Keep repeating it and shit, you can't stop it. You're hooked on it, keeping green in your pocket. Yeah, don't even touch.
Five people were killed in a schoolyard attack.
In fact, the vast majority of gang shootings in the valley is blood.
As I start to stare off into space, there's only one place and time I can go. I was just waking up. I heard the phone. Hello? I don't remember one word he said. Jumped the fuck up out my bed. Before I knew it, I was at Albany Med, asking where the fuck's my little bro at. I picked up the phone next to me, tried to call Ma Dukes. Next thing I knew, my brother's leaving the room with the gunshot wound. I love you. You're gonna be alright. Peace. You see, people get shot everywhere you go. You could be in Hickville on a quad the next town over from Nassau. But guns don't kill people. Stupid people with guns kill people. Strategics. Because this is only a story. Fall into a deep depression, like a fossil, the way it keeps impressing. Always on your mind like the present. Gifted with the weapon and constantly filled with aggression. It's like us against them, just keep progressing in an upward manner, like a rocket thrusting through the atmosphere, blazing the trail, held in the cockpit. The driving force plus the only thing that can stop it. Keep control, yo, don't explode. It's so cold, got you steaming over how you got burned. dry ice touch the skin, that's the concern. Cut up and swollen with nerve damage. Wanna be like the professor and make them learn. Lesson in the survival of the soul, raised like the sun still. At the break of dawn, start busting shots at a star until the light's gone. Don't you see the passion in the eyes to fulfill your lustful needs? And this might be the inspiration for a self-destructing generation. This is the moment of awakening, start preparing. Open your eyes, realize it's apparent. This is tearing out the insides like a tapeworm. Scared all the parents, they're in shock since it quaked earth. Now like you face first in a lake, frozen blue in color. It's like it ain't yours, can't believe it's true. Never thought that this could happen to you. Right under your nose like this dope line, you couldn't get a clue. Taunting and already disturbed mind, don't worry, he'll find you. Fully loaded and ready to launch at a circle of youth. Hanging by the bar was ruthless. Truth is, treatment was click from the new kid. And before they could say who's this, 6 shots were fired. The first spilled the guts of a young woman leaking blood. The devil fucked her too early pump. One next to her with a shot in the arm, and surely see the blood trail start flowing by the feet up the street. See it become a red carpet and boil from the heat. 4 headshots jolt the brain like one holding keys on kites. We need to harness the light. We need to harness the light. We need to harness the light. Don't you see the passion in the eyes to fulfill your lustful needs? And this might be the inspiration for a self-destructing generation. Don't you see the passion in the eyes to fulfill your lustful needs? This might be the inspiration for a self-destructing generation.
There was no child abuse, no violence, no alcoholism, no divorce. He loved his parents, but he, quote, had no other choice.
Nobody's ready? Nobody's fucking ready. I'm crazy. Going nuts up in here. Yeah, no one fucking ready. Is Mr. Benson ready? I believe it's his turn to rip the mic for his one fucking final appearance on this fucking tape. This is no one's ready for this shit. No one's fucking ready. I'm pumped. We got another blunt low. We got another fucking blunt low. We got the fucking blunt. Mike Benson. One time. One more fucking time, Benson.
About the average young couple in the crush, never leaving the side. Some said a mission of love, like calling on the phone, tying up the line. You could see how they was clicking. They hung up at the same time, hand notes in class, hold by the locker, passionately gazing in the face. A knockout, blew the block out, froze up like yo, you in shock now. Like you can't get bored, just got boxed out, screaming out, not in my town. Swatting shit out the zone, filling the lane like Malone. Stock tons with the delivery. Already told you I'm sick of the jazz, cause the song's foul, it riddles me. How she could act as if she used protection against the penetration. Still the past made connection on her. Drive to the hole with no attempt at rejection. This a bitch, play games with the most powerful weapon. sticking around, this where I come in. After riding the pond, checked in, popped in like the question. Each open shot was more tempting to take. After a fake, you could feel the court presence from the head bobbing. Commit by leaving the feet. Use the pick and roll off a sweep. We 3 deep. Careful not to step out of bounds on the baseline. You think you got it beat. You may be winning now, but don't let the defense sleep. Start weakening, weak, blowing it, sunk knee deep. Smelling defeat, sensing the streak at an end. Spaced out, can't comprehend how we got played out. Should've stayed out, laid out, placed upon the DL. Something, anything just to escape this exceptional loss that's hard to take. Feeling like all the extra effort been put in went to waste. Realize there's still time left to save face, gotta recuperate. Yeah, the heart's racing at a rapid pace. Want the last shot more than life. Mindset on the feet. Score if you're giving the rock. Popping 3, the lights are brighter than the flashes of the paparazzi. Wouldn't say mad cocky how I come off. Probably the confidence can do some doctoring. Play some J up. Blowing smoke in the grill, standing high. I'm like, this is where you could have been if you attempted to rebel. Working as a team. Basic skills, bitch. Throw the heart out and go for the kill. Now there's some real shit slipped in the ring, falling ever so short of all the happiness that life can bring. And yo, she did her thing too. Although it was lower class, caught up in the struggle, you could see the difference drastically. Before magically, next season, have forgotten to strike out, along with the likes of Mike Benson.